So how to use LinkedIn to promote your school, organization, or your own personal brand. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 27 tips to ensure that you use LinkedIn to its optimal potential. Because most people ask me, sir, how do you have such a great visibility on LinkedIn? So today I'm going to share my hidden secrets which have helped me build an amazing personal brand on LinkedIn. First of all, first tip is optimize your profile for SEO, which means whatever your potential customers or clients are searching for, those keywords should be in your profile. Normally what people do is they just upload their resume on LinkedIn. That's not the right way to do it. In today's time, you have to put in those keywords, but in a way that it makes it readable. At the same time, those keywords are present in your profile. So if you're a job seeker, perhaps what are your potential employers looking for? So those keywords should be there on your profile. Secondly, use that cover photo to tell the audience, whoever visits your profile, what you can do for them, what is special about you. Just don't use your own professional photograph there. For that, you use your profile picture. So for that, again, for the profile picture, please use a professionally clicked photograph or something which reflects you in the professional sense. Keep your personal holiday pictures for Instagram and for Facebook. Third, while optimizing a profile, there's a featured section, which there are different sections. So you can choose which sections you would like to activate and try and use each one of them to put in more and more content about what kind of certifications, what kind of degrees you've got, what kind of NGO activities you've done, how have you helped the community, what awards you've received. So whatever you've done so far, please use those featured sections in your profile as well. And also, while putting information, give links to external articles wherever you are mentioned, so that it gives a lot of credibility, because people, when they're reading about you, what you're writing is from your own mouth. But if you're giving links to some external sources which talk about you, your organization, what you've done, could be a research paper, could be a newspaper article, it adds a lot of credibility to the person who's reading your profile. Fifth is get a custom URL. So when you create a LinkedIn account, by default, it creates some mixture of numbers and characters. So what you do is there's an option there to create your own customer profile, your own URL. So that means that you should do it so that you can claim your own name. For common names, I'm sure the URL will not be available. You have to make some version of it. But if not, try and claim your name. Or make some variation of that if it's already claimed, and try that you use the same variation across different platforms. So if the one you're using in Instagram, if that's available, that's also okay, as long as it sounds professional. Next is, of course, obvious thing is create valuable content. But again, it's not just about self-promotion. A lot of people create a lot of content which is just self-promotion, telling them how good their school is, their organization is, how good they are. Try and keep that to about 20%. Use 80% to create value for your audience. Understand what kind of people you're connecting with, what kind of professionals you're connecting with, and try and give those people value. So if you're a school, talk about current events in your area, talk about parenting news that is happening, what is important for the health of the children. So whatever brand you're trying to establish, try and create relevant content which gives value to them, and 20% use it for promotion. Don't do it the other way around. Normally I see people doing 80% promotion and 20% giving value. So don't do that. So create a lot of valuable content as well. Also engage a lot. So if you've got people who are connected with you, actively engage, respond. If you get too many likes, of course, too many comments, and of course, at least like them, if not responding to every comment. The more you engage, that encourages other people to keep engaging with you. If you respond to their comments, that means people will respond in future as well, because they know you're responding. And that tells the LinkedIn algorithm that this is somebody where people are engaging with. Because please understand, the aim of all these platforms, whether it's LinkedIn or Facebook, is to get people to stay on their platforms. And if your content is causing people to type, like, share, then that means you are an asset for that platform, and they will try and promote your content. If no one's engaging with your content, then of course it will not promote and publish your post on every wall, all of your connections as well. So always be actively engaging with them. So that comes automatically to the next point, is building your network as well. So while you're posting, the same time, once you started posting, start creating you build your network by sending connection requests, but don't do them in bulk. Just don't keep sending requests, because of course the spam engine will obviously, LinkedIn has those checks for spam as well. Try and build genuine connections. If you have too many connections, you'll not be able to manage them. You're not able to build that personal one-on-one. And that's a mistake I made many years ago, because I thought it was about building more and more connections. But LinkedIn actually has a connection limit of 30,000 connections. So their logic is no one can possibly have more than 30,000 professional connections. If you've got more than that, then possibly you are spamming people and just adding people you don't know. So this is about the human part of it. So whenever you want to have an outreach, so if you're a school, you want to connect with professionals in your community. If you're an organization, whoever is your professional potential customer, if you're a job seeker, then what kind of employers, recruiters are you looking for? So try and send a connection request, but try and personalize it. So the person, when they get your request, and especially people who have lots of connections, they don't accept every connection request because they know they've already hit the 30,000 mark. So they're very choosy on who they would like to now connect with. So for that reason, give them, when you personalize your invitation message, give them a reason why they should connect with you. Not just saying, hi, I want to connect with you. Maybe I don't understand why. So give them a good reason why they should connect with you. And obviously your acceptance rate from the other side will go up. If you're just trying to follow somebody, somebody who's an influencer, then of course you can just follow them on their profile. Sometimes when you go to somebody's profile, you might notice there's no connection request there. Just click on the more, there'll be a drop down and you can send a connection request from that. That is, some people disable that on the home screen. I've also done that so that I don't get everyone who comes to a profile sending me a connection request so easily. They should do some effort, and if they genuinely are interested in connecting with me, I expect a personalized message that why, and you can tell whether it's a copy paste which has been sent to 1,000 other people, or it's something which talks about my organization. And I genuinely like to connect with such people who are interested in connecting with us, even if it's for selling their own product, because we're also looking for good vendors for new product ideas for our organization. So it's not bad if you're trying to sell somebody, but try and make it personalized. At least use the name of the organization in the invitation message. It will become, your acceptance rate will go up much more. One of the things that you can also do is create your own LinkedIn long form connect. Now LinkedIn most people don't know that LinkedIn also is a publishing platform as well. So you create long form content which positions you as an expert. So with that positioning, it helps build your brand establishes your brand as an authority in that field. So create these long articles and publish it on LinkedIn. And in fact, those articles can also end up being ranked on Google as well. One of the things that people sometimes think is it's about making personal connections. Yes, it is, but you can also have to create your company page as well. And just don't use it for doing promotions as well. Ask all your employees, people who are working in your organization, if you're an entrepreneur, to go and like it, follow it, and start posting content. Or when posting content, put a link to the company page as well. So because today when people are think of doing business with any organization, they search on all social media the name of the organization. Sometimes they may not know you as an entrepreneur, but they know your brand. So when they come to LinkedIn, they do a search for that, or on Google search also, your LinkedIn company page might show up in the results. Apart from your website. So what do you want it to reflect? It should reflect what you would want the customer to see. So start putting useful content there which would impress a potential customer, so people forget about this. So while building connections, one more thing that people forget is there's an advanced search option. You can search for people based on a lot of filters as well. You can put in filters like which city, what industry there, and all these things are free. You can search for keywords, and in the keywords also you can use and or not Boolean logic while searching, so that you get an accurate number of people who you feel are manageable. Otherwise it will give an unlimited results if you have a paid account. If you have a free account, obviously the LinkedIn engine shows only limited results. So if you're using a free account, be very careful and judicious when you're using the search engines. So if you're looking for people who are, for example, owners of a company, so if you're looking for managing director, but you don't want employee owners, so you might say negative as a CEO. So you don't want to have CEOs, you want to have chairmen and owners as well. So think about what keywords you don't want also. That's sometimes more important than the keywords you want, because it's very easy to search for keywords you want and just put in a keyword, you get 5,000 results. Then what? How do you shortlist? So the whole thing is about making human connections. So for the sake of it's a paid account or a free account, if it's a free account, you'll have a limited number of searches, but at the same time also it's building those connections. So you want a limited number of results to show up. So use the negative keywords, and you read about the Boolean logic and inverted commas as well while searching. It will help you get more relevant results. Also check out the LinkedIn analytics. It's an amazing thing which a lot of people don't know exists. LinkedIn analytics is amazing. It tells what kind of people are searching for you, what profile they are, what keywords they were searching for when they landed on your page, so you can optimize yourself. Are you showing up for the right keywords, or are you showing up for the wrong keywords which you don't want to target? So look at which people, what kind of people have visited your profile, what are they searching for, have the number of profile visits gone up or down. So this data is very, very useful and can help you create a really nice LinkedIn posting strategy based on the results that you're seeing on LinkedIn Analytics. So a lot of people don't know it, but go and check it out. If you're really into selling B2B, into selling to professionals, then of course one of the things that you might think of investing is in Sales Navigator. It's a very, very valuable tool. It gives you can really focus with real filters. You can really deep down and reach the right person and build a connection with them. And in fact, one phase, of course, if you're trying to reach out through the websites, through any other media, and if you can get a personal reference from somebody who you met on LinkedIn, your chances of getting the deal will be much, much more. But again, these just don't pitch from day one. I would advise you to start building relationship with such people. So sir, you search using Sales Navigator, but then start commenting, messaging them, appreciating their post, and get noticed in their radar. So start behaving like a friend with them, so that when you need an appointment, at least you'll have the top guy's attention as well, or at least he'll entertain you and take it personally. And sometimes this a smile or to a junior that I know this guy, can actually give you a really big deal as well. So don't just use it straight away, Sales Navigator. Be careful, but use it carefully, but use it to build more relationships as well. On the same lines, there are LinkedIn groups. So just like we all know about Facebook groups, which are pretty common for an area, but you can also, there are a lot of LinkedIn groups as well. So search them, again, do a keyword search, and you can search for groups. And in the groups, again, start posting content and start networking, commenting on other people's posts, start building your brand as somebody who knows what they're saying. So use this feature. It's again free of cost, doesn't cost you anything. And you can also create your own LinkedIn group as well. So use LinkedIn groups by either joining some groups or creating your own groups. If you see there is no group for the target audience, the kind of people that you want to reach out to. So you can do that, you do it yourself and create your own group, and people will start joining you, and it's your own community. Start posting valuable content, give them value, and people will start connecting with you and start knowing who you are as well. Also, one of the things that you have to think about is always use the who's viewed your profiles. Same in the LinkedIn Analytics one. I want to focus on this because this is very, very important. This you should check almost on a daily basis who's coming to your profile. And if you notice somebody who is a potential customer, maybe they are looking for a solution like yours, and they at an early stage of research. Imagine now if you could reach out to this company and tell them you have this product and service. They'll be amazed that we were looking for this service and how did you know about us? So use this. It's almost like a stealth marketing tool. It's a hidden marketing tool. It tells you who's visiting your profile. If you find somebody interesting who you think that this is something I could they could be my future employer or do business with in future, why not send them a request with a connection request with a personalized message? And since they had checked out your profile, they're more likely to say yes to this. So a big thing that I think every LinkedIn profile owner should be doing is check that out. Again, in the free version, you only get limited data. If you take a paid version, you get all the data of people who've been visiting your profile. Number 16th is get endorsements and recommendation. Again, those keywords are very, very important because they start showing up in the search engines, but also it establishes yourself. People trust other people. Just like if you have to buy something on Amazon and there's one product which has 1,000+ reviews and one product which does not have any reviews, which one will you trust? The one which has 1,000 reviews? Because we humans use others' opinions as a way of filtering the noise. How else do I decide? I can't go to every product that I see on Amazon that I want to buy, every brand, start comparing features. I just go with reviews, say, okay, more than 4.5, that sounds good as well. So LinkedIn and endorsements are very, very powerful. So please ask your colleagues, your customers, your people, your vendors to give you recommendations. And also what you can do is the best way to get a recommendation is to write one for somebody else. If you write to somebody else, there's a great chance that they'll write one back to you. So get some great recommendations for you, and anybody visiting your profile will be very, very impressed with that. Because again, and don't worry if somebody writes something negative, it's okay, because it always comes to you for checking. If you don't like what somebody's written, you can you don't have to publish it. So it'll come to you to check. If you feel this is an asset for my profile, you can choose to publish it. If you feel this is nonsense, then I don't want to publish it, you can always reject it as well. One of the next one is network with influencers. So a lot of people have a lot of influence. If you're, I suppose, a local business, if you're a school, then you want to influence and you have to network with people who are influencers in your immediate area. You're not looking at the whole country. So start talking to them, start building relationships with them. If you've got a product which appeals globally, then of course people who have a higher reach, start commenting on their posts, start, again, just like I was sharing earlier, start building that rapport with them so that when you need their help, they might help you out as well. So influencer marketing is growing rapidly, and the good thing about LinkedIn is LinkedIn influencer marketing is virtually non-existent. So you might get an endorsement, might get somebody to give you a recommendation, you could ask them to share on your profile. It will not cost them anything, and you might get visibility because of that. So network a lot with people who you think have a large reach as well. And you can see that if their posts are getting a lot of engagement, and especially from people that you would like to target, then that's somebody that you would want to target as an influencer. Also, you should also participate when you're showcasing content. You should also participate in online events. Today, because of COVID, a lot of events happen online, so it doesn't cost you anything to attend something. But even attending something and sharing that this is what I did, I attended this, and this is what the learning was, and maybe you network with the organizers, and tomorrow they could start inviting you as a speaker to these events. So online and offline as well. Whenever you attend something, take pictures, share your learnings, and people will start engaging with that. People like to see the human part of you as well. So don't worry, share behind the scenes what was happening, what went well, what do you think is something that you're learning that you feel your audience should also take back from, would love to hear. And if you share it with them, it'll be awesome. And you can also then, whatever your learnings are, you can create it not only as an image. It could be a video, could be a carousel, could be a PDF, could be a checklist, could be a mind map. So whatever notes you create in these conferences as well, share them on your profile. I think people will appreciate that you shared something new and it's useful for them. Also, you can, a lot of people don't know that you can also post a job for free. So you can post one job for free on LinkedIn. So if you're looking to hire people, professionals, and then this is a great platform. And also you can change the frame on your photograph. You go to your settings on your profile photo, it gives you an option of frames. And there are two kinds of frames. One, if you're looking to work, so you can have that I'm looking for a job. Or secondly, if you are hiring, you can post that as well, and you can post a job as well. Again, LinkedIn has a recruiter option as well. So if you're really looking at hiring professionals, mid-level and above, then LinkedIn is a good profile. For junior posts, of course, portals like the Naukri Monster, Shine.com, Indeed.com work very well. But for mid-level and above, somewhere I would say about, if you're looking at about 50,000 rupees per month or above salary kind of people, mostly 89% of them should be on LinkedIn. And so LinkedIn has a recruiter tool. It's a bit more expensive than Naukri, but again, you actually see the right person. You see the human behind it by seeing their post, by seeing their what kind of likes they're doing, where they're commenting. You get a much better understanding of a potential employee than just a Naukri profile, which is just a resume over there. So you use that feature if you're really looking at hiring. So that is so one is, of course, the recruiter feature, and also the open candidates feature is very, very important. So if you're an employee and you're looking for jobs, if you're professionals, then of course there's a job feature. You can search for jobs on LinkedIn. It also has an option called Apply with LinkedIn, which is very, very easy. You just have to, it's a single click application. It's a very easy process if you would like to do that. One more thing that people don't know is that you can search for salary features. So LinkedIn has a LinkedIn salary option where you can put in your skill sets, years of experience, what have you done so far, and it'll give you, and where do you live, and where are you working, and it'll give you an estimate of what the salary range should be for somebody of your profile. The advantage is you can use this as a tool when you are negotiating for new jobs, or even with your current employer, and you want to know whether I'm not asking for too much, or is it enough? Am I underselling or overselling myself? You want to be in the sweet spot where you're not really pricing yourself out of the market, but at the same time you don't want to be paid less than what you deserve. So it gives you a good idea. So if that salary feature, please go and check it out if you're a professional and looking for ensuring that you get paid for what you deserve as per the market. Also, one of the things that people I recommend highly is that you put your LinkedIn profile in your resume as well, and I love that fact. And you can put a QR code also, because sometimes resumes are given as a handout. And when I'm interviewing people, when I see somebody has a LinkedIn profile and they've given a link to it, it makes me feel that what they're writing is pretty much true, because One, and so again on the same lines, you should have your LinkedIn profile and your resume should be the same. There should not be a mismatch. It'll sound as if you're trying to hide something. So if somebody's put their LinkedIn profile there, I kind of assume that what they've written in their work employment history is true, because it will match what is on LinkedIn. Plus, if they wrote something which is not accurate, somebody might point that out, or somebody would have, generally people will be hesitant to share something which they've not achieved in life. So do share your LinkedIn profile on your resume as well. Then there's a feature called LinkedIn Learning. So some of these courses are free of cost. So use this to upskill yourself. On YouTube, I know there's a lot of content, but YouTube is just mostly random. With LinkedIn, like a course, you have a start, beginning to an end. You know what topics you're going to cover. So use that for a learning process. Some of these paid courses come free when you take up the paid membership of LinkedIn. But with the free also, there are some free courses. Along the same lines, what you can also do is create your own course as well. You can create your own course on LinkedIn Learning, and it really helps establish you as an expert on your domain, your field. So don't try to be, what I can tell you is, don't try to be everything to everybody. You'll not get anywhere, because ultimately, yes, branding is good to have branding, a lot of people sending requests and likes and all that, but ultimately what you want is important is to build LinkedIn in a way that supplements your core business, what you're trying to do. So use it as a channel for getting leads for your business, as a way to reinforce more business for your proper business, but not just because just likes and shares are not going to take you very far otherwise. So try and see that where your school or organization is, and how are you going to use that. So one of the ways is to create your own course which establishes yourself as an expert. So finally, as a personal brand, always have this thing that if you're posting something on LinkedIn or on other social platforms, use a similar kind of visual identity. Just like a brand we have for an organization, for your personal brand also have a similar tone which reflects the clothes, your behavior, the kind of posts you're doing across platforms. Because when people are researching about you, potential recruiters or potential customers, they will not stick to one platform. They check out all your different platforms because they all come up in the search results. So have a consistent messaging, just like for brand, like everybody knows, for different branding in the advertisement, they're supposed to use similar kind of marketing across, whether they are online, digital, whatever platform. Similarly for you as your personal brand also, try and use a similar kind of profile in your marketing. So here were 27 tips which I felt that most entrepreneurs and professionals are unaware of. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which one was your favorite tip, and which one did you think that you're already doing, or have I missed out on any tips? So please do write in the comments below. I believe other people will benefit from this. If I missed out on something, I do not claim to be a LinkedIn expert. This is not my full-time job. I just penned down notes from things that I was doing, and I thought I'll help my followers, people who I'm connected with, to benefit more from LinkedIn, which is an amazing free tool, and not just for recruitment. Because what people do is they suddenly wake up and say, okay, I'm going to use LinkedIn, I need a job. That's too late. You need to nurture these relationships just like you do in the offline world. And when you're looking for a job or you're looking for more business, those things, that effort that you've been building over the years, will start delivering results. Wish you all the best, and thank you for watching this video. And don't forget to share or like this video if you think other people can also benefit from this video. Bye-bye.